Hello there, lovers and friends. I am so excited to be sharing this video with you guys. It's a vision that I've wanted to do for a very long time. This is a multi-generational sex talk.
My name's Sumiko. I'm a writer. I'm 19 and I've been talking about penises since I was 6.
Hi, I'm Eva. I also make sex ed related videos.
So I'm Nadia. I am 35 years old. I am a giver when it comes to the bedroom.
Hi, my name is Luvi. Among my friends, I'm the go-to person.
Hi, I'm Olivia Boudram. I am the mother of the host here today. We've been married for 34 years and we still have sex about 3 times a week.
Hi, I'm Maggie. It's a pleasure to be here today. As you know, pleasure, note that word. I'm 69. Which is a sex term, yes. I'm originally from Jamaica, and growing up back in the days, my mom said if you held hands with a boy or kissed him, you'd get pregnant. So that has brought in a little prudish way for myself regarding sex.
Well, sex for me, growing up in a Christian home, my mom was a minister, so we didn't talk about sex at all.
My dad's a minister.
Yeah, so a lot of my sexual questions and everything I learned was through porn. I watched a lot of porn growing up as a kid. My dad had great channels.
I remember you guys had one porn tape, one VHS porn tape I used to watch all the time, and but it wasn't.
I'm gonna go get the food.
This is my mom's fear with being a part of this talk in the first place. She's like, it's gonna be awkward, and like, I'll make sure that it is. But I think that's awesome because for me, porn was the opposite. It was submission. It taught me, it confused me a lot about pleasure too, because I'm like, oh, they scream so much during penetration. The clitoris must be on the inside somewhere. Your dad had feminist porn.
But yeah, a lot of independent learning. Women don't get to actually have like sexual autonomy and like having the type of sex that they want to have and like pursuing it for themselves. And yeah, don't really ever get like female sexual pleasure is never really part of a discussion in terms of sex education.
Having been molested as a child has made me think of sex in a different way. You know, you grow up and it's not that I'm a prude, because I enjoy the togetherness about it. I enjoy, especially with someone that you care about and who cares about you, that you can be free to have it. But every now and then, molestation comes back in your head and you struggle with it.
For myself and Maggie, because we're the older generation, and you know, we went through those same things back then, and here you are in your teens and you're still going through the same thing. That's ridiculous.
Okay, so we've established that we're pretty much all in the same boat when it comes to sex, which makes sense because by and large, we're all doing the same 6 or so activities. But within this boat that we are all sharing, what fun, sexy things are on board? Thankfully, the answer to that is a lot of fun, sexy things. My partner on this video is the Sinclair Institute, which is a place where you guys can go to buy a plethora of sex toys. In addition, they have instructional DVDs on how to really be good at sex. I'm talking about actual sexual education.
Please a woman by stimulating her U-spot. Unlike a man's penis, a woman has her own separate opening from where she urinates. The urethra is located between the clitoris and the vaginal opening.
U-spot. Did you guys know that? So go to the website right now. Every single item that I talk about in this video is available there. The SinclairInstitute.com. Best of all, when you use my promo code, which is Shannon, you get 50% off any one single item plus free shipping within the United States of America. Basically, that means you could revitalize your whole sex life for like $6. With my promo code and some of the products on there, you could check out and get yourself some really cool things for a very, very decent price. I was able to play sexy Santa Claus in that video, and I wrapped everything that I had they'd given me, and I put it in this big bin and had everyone choose a gift. So we're gonna bring in our little gift box.
Okay, Maggie, choose your gift.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
You went for little?
I don't know.
Big things come in small packaging.
There you go.
Exactly.
Oh.
Oh, better sex for a lifetime.
What does that mean to you guys? How do you achieve better sex for a lifetime?
The body changes. And at my age, I'm not as moist anymore. You know, it's just, I guess age comes with it, or lack of use, which doesn't bother me. It's quite a few years I have not been in that position. Over 5 years. But if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen again.
It's positive right off the bat because you're not on your period anymore. So
Oh, okay.
right off the bat. And then with that comes less secretions, and so you don't have as much coming out, right? That's a good thing to look forward to.
I would say consistency. For me, I know that I love my children, but children do play a factor in your sexual life. So for me, our sexual time is so important because it's not always uninterrupted, if that makes sense to all of you without displaying too much of my husband. Yeah.
Now here's some good news. According to the Women's Health Behavior Index, 54% of women said that sex gets better with time. And perhaps one of the things we can attribute to that improvement is the use of lube. Now, lube can kind of have a rep for being a dry topic because it's often linked with inadequacy, which it should not be. There are a number of reasons why we are not as moist as usual or moist, period. Number one, of course, is menopause. But second to that is the use of the pill. Also stress. So with all that in mind, do you lube? And while you guys think of your answer, check out the ladies.
This is so little.
Oh, you got a little?
It's a lube. It's all. Oh, it's 100% vegan, pure natural. It's so cute. It's yours, Sammy.
Are you kidding?
That's so cute. I love it. That's all.
You can
Love it.
May I see that?
Yes,
Wow.
of course.
You need a steal over there, right?
Yeah, dry, so lubricant, and it's better because it lasts longer, right? And you can add more and keep adding more and more, so you're in it for a longer time.
But lube is not a part of my life yet, but I guess now I know that there's like organic options too, so I'm more apt to use it.
Because I had been in a relationship where, there was no foreplay. I know, yes. For 2 years, so there was, I wasn't wet at all. And then that relationship ended, and so I, got to know somebody else, and the sex was amazing. Foreplay was great, and I was like going like crazy.
And you guys know this video would not be entertaining unless I tested my mom's comfort level. Big time. And I mean that when I say big time. Okay. I think it's one of those handheld mixers that mix up soup and stuff.
It vibrates, so you just stimulate the clitoris using that. And you don't put it in, man.
So I know this is also really great for prostate stimulation too, which that's I think of where I've seen it used the most. So it's good for both partners because you put it on the perineum, that area that's just like between the bum and the nutsack, and it's supposed to be a great stimulator for men. And then I think because the clitoris has over 18 parts, you may not put it exactly on the head, you may put it somewhere further away that just gets the whole area going. But it's also good, I'm sure it's good for shoulders,
I don't know, for like younger guys, I feel like it would be a bit uncomfortable for me at least to bring it up because there's such a like feminine stigma to sex toys. Then I feel like they would be afraid to like enjoy something like that. Like not only afraid to use it, but afraid to like get pleasure from it and have someone else see it. Even though I'm sure it's like pretty awesome. It's there for a reason.
Yes, darling, pleasure and sexual discovery for everybody. And while we are on the topic of discovery, let's discuss BDSM.
Shades of gray all over again.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
There's 52 power play tips as playing cards. And then there is the blindfold, right?
I'm missing out, man.
Then we have the sensual guide to BDSM, which we're gonna get into. And
So there's no point if it's just one person that's into it, right? So you gotta be gentle and be on the same page, especially with that. Be on the same page with it. For me, it's just me being the dominant one and him just sitting back and enjoying. So for me, taking that power away from him is amazing to me.
And he's okay with that?
He's fine with that.
And you have pleasure with that?
Yeah. So much.
Being the boss?
Oh yeah.
How do you establish that sort of flow? Because it's kind of like men
Yeah.
naturally have
Yeah.
the dominant power.
I think it's just being together for so long and just knowing each other and just being able to be that free. It's just liberating. So for me, taking that away from him is fine. Mind you, he's a man, so he does have his power too. But me being able, him being willing to let me have it, makes our sex life amazing.
No, I understand.
I follow a lot of like sex blogs and like podcasts that talk about more like niche stuff, and that's a way of like exploring it and like kind of picking and choosing what I think like fits for me and then like trying it out. Yeah, I have had like fewer partners and like had more exploration.
Sexual liberation for me is just knowing that there are no mistakes. You know, there's gonna be do-overs. You don't have to be an expert at it.
I think like I like that it kind of brought like different types of sex to the masses and brought it to the forefront, because usually it's like very vanilla sex in movies. But yeah, I like that they introduced that to a wider audience. Well, I mean, just like
used it twice, right? Yeah, that little vanilla comment turned into a little healthy, little heated debate.
In a relationship that I've been in for years, there might be an essence of vanilla considered there, because after a while you do get comfortable and you like what you like. You like what you like. Yeah.
I think some people can take vanilla in terms of like negative or like looking down on it, but I think you can love vanilla sex.
People love vanilla
yeah,
ice cream.
Exactly. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with like feeling that power play or like anything extra is not quite for you. Like that's just like a term that people use.
I feel like it's kind of about authenticity, right?
Yeah.
I more so put it as if it's routine and we're sort of going through a dance like the waltz, and we could be asleep and doing the same thing. Like I like it if it's like you have an unexpected noise or even an unexpected smell. Like I like the awkward things too that happen because that makes it different. And so if it's different every time, it's not vanilla. Now, oral sex is one of those things that has a lot of mystery shrouded around it, and there shouldn't be, because 70% of the sexual active population partakes in this activity pretty frequently. So why aren't we taught how to do it and how to do it well and how to do it safely? So the ladies up next discuss how they learned and some of the tips that they learned. This is an oral sex tutorial. Also, oral sex. There's 2 DVDs for oral sex. Apparently a lot to know. How do you learn about oral sex?
Oh, my friend could use that.
Did she?
How do you?
And sex ed, they don't teach you a lot about like how to do things, which is awesome that like Sinclair does that. But yeah, so through porn, which is kind of unfortunate because it can be super overdramatic and like.
I told my friend when she asked me that she really likes this guy. I said to her, the trick is make it, make it wet. You have to treat their penis like it's the only penis in the whole world, and you're making love to it, and your life depends on it. So, and in the meantime, no teeth.
If you were to write a book or record a DVD, what is one tip you'd give on how to please a woman?
If you have already found the G-spot, then locating the A-spot should be a piece of cake. It's just beyond the G-spot, deep inside the vagina, on the upper anterior wall, where there is a narrowing of the cervix of the uterus that feels like a circular indentation.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Just be open to exactly what she wants and don't have any, oh, well, I don't do that. Well, no, this is what's happening.
Don't bring any judgments.
No judgment. You know, I like what I like, you like what you like, so let's work together and make this happen.
Yeah.
Right? So definitely listen and do.
Do you guys experience orgasm from penetration? I don't.
no.
Is there any do's?
I cannot really come just because of penetration. I usually have to stimulate myself while during.
I think I put some pressure on myself to be having orgasms with my like long-term partner, and I was kind of upset with myself that I wasn't having them. And then like looking back now, I'm like, yeah, because there was no foreplay. Exactly. Like, and there was no clitoral stimulation, and I think like now I can look back and cut myself a bit of a break.
We are a lot more alike than we are different. And if it helps you guys to have a visual cue that we did in this video to begin these conversations or to jumpstart your own sex life, remember, go to SinclairInstitute.com. You can get 50% off any one single item when you use my promo code Shannon, and free shipping in the US. In the comment section below, let me know one thing that you will be dying to ask an older person or a younger person when it comes to sex. And hopefully somebody in the comment section will answer. I feel like we should just put them all in the middle and you just take whatever suits you best. I mean, there's no judging. You just take whatever works for you. I actually wouldn't have minded that one either. That's a good one.
Well, sex education was an education here today. Because I mean, I'm no prude. But
You've evolved because you were calling yourself a prude before, so now you've graduated to not being a prude.
you know?
I get it, girl. Oh yeah, I get it, girl. Yeah, I get it, girl. And if you don't know, get it, girl.